Have you ever considered that not all aspects of your life are shielded by constitutional privacy rights? It is a common misconception that all personal information or spaces are automatically protected from government intrusion. Constitutional privacy protection, particularly under the Fourth Amendment, generally does not extend to areas or information where an individual lacks a reasonable expectation of privacy. This means if society would not consider your expectation of privacy to be reasonable, then the government may not need a warrant or probable cause to access it. The concept of a reasonable expectation of privacy was famously established by the Supreme Court in the 1967 case of Katz versus United States. Justice Harlan's concurring opinion in that case outlined a two-part test. First, a person must have exhibited an actual, subjective expectation of privacy. Second, that expectation must be one that society is prepared to recognize as reasonable or legitimate. The Fourth Amendment safeguards people, not simply places. So, the question is not whether a place is public or private, but whether an individual has a reasonable expectation of privacy in the activity or information at issue. This legal principle dictates that certain areas and types of information fall outside Fourth Amendment protection because society generally does not expect them to be private. For instance, anything you knowingly expose to the public, such as conversations held in a loud restaurant or items visible through your car window, typically lack this protection. Information you voluntarily share with a third party, like bank records or phone numbers you dial, also often loses its constitutional privacy shield under what is known as the third-party doctrine. Additionally, areas considered open fields, which are lands beyond the immediate curtilage of your home, usually do not receive Fourth Amendment protection. This contrasts with the curtilage, which is the area immediately surrounding and associated with your home and is considered part of the home itself. Even items left for trash collection outside your home in a publicly accessible area are generally not protected, as courts have determined that, by discarding them, you abandon any reasonable expectation of privacy in their contents. Understanding the reasonable expectation of privacy test is crucial because it defines the boundaries of your Fourth Amendment rights against unreasonable government searches and seizures. It clarifies that constitutional privacy is not absolute and depends heavily on both your subjective intent and society's objective recognition of that intent in various contexts, helping you navigate the complex interplay between personal freedom and governmental powers.